What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Another day in the mill, another day in the life. But it's November the 5th, and everybody ramping and raving about the vote because it's time to vote. It's vote day. And whether you on either side, he or she, it really don't matter because the status quo is going to stay the same as it comes to us melanated, us Hebrews, us people of the Most High. It's going to be the same because it was meant to be the same. It's supposed to be the same until we do what we need to do to change it. So the election to me is not the most important thing I'm here to talk about. I just want to talk about the idea of the financial freedom because that's what we should be focused on, not Project 2025, not abortion rights, none of that shit. We should be focused on financial freedom. And that's the biggest reason why I'm on my push for, my business and this YouTube that I'm starting and things that could open up avenues of financial freedom. And what I would want to do in my financial freedom, I probably hinted at it in some of the other early videos I done made so far, but just the idea of community, because the things that happen around us are micro, and I think that's the big reason why I see us as a community, we miss so many things. And I say micro and macro a lot because it plays into the visualization of what I'm trying to present. So we got the micro, and what I mean by micro is 1990, you grow up living in a neighborhood where literally every house that you see is black. Every house that you see is black. And then one day you wake up and now you got, and I'm not discriminating at all, but just being honest, you wake up and now you got an Asian person, or you see a couple of Hispanic people living in houses that you never seen before. And at micro level, that doesn't seem like nothing. We as black people like, oh, okay, new people in the group, hey, tacos, hey, Chinese food, hey, we eat, hey, what's up, it's up. But that's on the micro level. On the macro level, what we don't necessarily see, if you take that little drone camera and you zoom up and look at the neighborhood from a higher perspective, what you're gonna see in 5 years is that them couple of Asian people gonna become a few, and then few gonna become 5, and then 5 gonna become 10, and then 10 gonna become 11. And that's not the big idea. That's not the biggest problem, because so what, they're coming, so what, they're here, so what, it's diverse, that's fine, whatever, because diversity is what it is ever since everybody started intermingling and shim and all of that. So everything is diverse, but it's that's micro, the diversity of it all. Okay, it's new people, whatever. But the macro, those people start to grow as well as our people start to grow. But what happens when those people have a mindset about life that's different than y'all's, and maybe it's not quote unquote this, that, the other, but it's better in the eyes of the society that you live in. So the things that they're doing are getting them farther in the society you live in than you. And then you couple that with the idea that we live in a country that our ancestors built. We live in a country that we were enslaved in ancestrally, and that in many ways we are still enslaved in today. Motherfuckers act like just because we can fuck on white bitches, just because we can go to the Citgo and get our swishers, whatever the fuck we want, but it's raw paper gang over here. That oh, this shit's done, my nigga. No, man, I could make bands. I could buy me a Caprice and set that shit on folds, nigga. It don't matter, nigga. I'm out here. I'm doing what I want. You suck my dick, bitch ass nigga. That ain't freedom, my nigga. That's not freedom. Being able to fucking change the way your neighborhood looks, and I'm not talking about hanging up a couple of fucking Halloween decorations. I'm talking about when you able to dig up gravel and drill up cement and change the aesthetics of the shit that looks around you on a structural, foundational level, bro, you not free. And I know this shit because out there on my route, I see it every day. I see these white people changing the structure of the land around them, doing shit that the finger of God was supposed to do, doing the shit that he told us we were supposed to do as the people and children of the Most High. We weren't supposed to leave it up to the creations that came after to do what God has set us out to do. But that's on a spiritual tip. I'm just here to talk about financials and diversity right now. And that's what I plan and aim to do, because it starts small with a couple people in a neighborhood. And maybe that's where my mind is. It's just like if I was a big name and had money, and even if I had money, it wasn't a big name. Fuck it, 'cause not being a big name, no. But in the realm of this shit, being a big name helps get you that cash. So if I was that and I was getting to the money, I'd be out here, like I said, creating communities of people that are like-minded, like me, like myself. And the whole goal would be on a micro level to change things on a macro level. And it's the same way they gentrify our neighborhoods. We could gentrify our future, buddy. We could gentrify a fucking salvation for ourselves, even if we're under the umbrella of the enemy, because their arm stretches around the world. You can still create communities for yourself. And the fact that I was watching the video the other day and Dr. Umar on that shit, no matter how controversial he is, no matter how controversial he is, the man straight up says a lot of shit that makes sense when it comes to our complexion. If a lot of men are arguing with this man because the nigga school ain't up yet and he a scammer, that's gonna come out in the wash and we'll see. But talk about his words, the nigga be cooking. And when he cooking, he be cooking. And the last video I watched last night, he was cooking. And that nigga was talking about the fact that, I lost my train of thought. But Umar was on some hot shit on the topic. And so when it comes to the diversity and it comes to the financials, it is no reason why we got so many billionaires but have nothing. And nothing even as small as a community. Nothing even as little as neighborhoods. Or I'm talking about buying acres and then building houses that look like communities that they're building in the hood. We could build shit like this and not put Section 8, you know what I'm saying? Not Section 8, low income. We could put families in it and people in it that are able to then and have the want and heart to then give back to the community and do other things like that and continue. And that's about the only way. And I'm not just talking about the communities, I'm talking about the idea of getting a hold on the foundation. That if we don't do that, we're gonna be cooked. So watch out for this election. If you know, you know, just chill out, grab your popcorn, watch what this country about to do to itself, and just be in a position to make better choices and decisions and just be on the up when it's time to be on the up. That's what I'm trying to do. That's all we can do. And pull your niggas up. Pull your nerds and pull your niggas up. You're gonna need that shit up.